don't look so shocked, it's nothing new. Death comes in threes, wins come in twos, cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. I do a good job, pull up the pop out and pull out. Head on and hood on, pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one, they wanna keep me. Oh, that's a good one. Pockets are dense, I think my bread is hard as a cruise on receipts in my pocket. Don't come with a coupon. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pounds. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might win it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Touchdown, 8th floor, come down, hotel, lobby. Receptionist, what now? 11 a.m. Check out. Might give her one foul just to tell her it's one now. How come? I need rest, no recess on my schedule. Mama used to serve vegetables, now half the meals got tentacles. Half the Emirates in a reservation and half my money goes straight to taxes. But I don't trip about it, that's what happens when you got dreams closer than a mattress. Plus all your boys got expensive habits. I know what they're thinking, they don't even gotta say it. Nope, they ain't thinking they just made it. I know how to make everybody feel famous. I don't gotta work no day shift. I don't gotta split no payment. I don't gotta answer questions, and I don't need you to okay it. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I want revenge.
It's kind of bedtime.
Well, it's about to get worse.
What do you mean?
I just got out of Carl's built public bathrooms.
Meaning about what?
Georgia Terra Carl upstairs.
I know we do a lot of letters, but I can't believe. But I'm not sure that makes my son's therapist any of the business.
It is confusing for some people. It's a problem. They tell me it's still great problems. They told Carl to get rid of it. But I played hardball all my life with this.
What are you trying to say? They told Carl to listen.
I'm washing my hands of this and your whole campaign.
Right. I am not it. We need to talk to Carl. Now.
When you have depression, it can plunge you into deep, dark lows and can leave you feeling extremely sad and disinterested. Overwhelmed by bipolar depression? Ask about Vraylar. Not all types of depression should be treated the same. Vraylar effectively helps relieve all symptoms of bipolar depression with just one pill once a day. Elderly patients with dementia-related psychosis have an increased risk of death or stroke. Call your doctor about unusual changes in behavior or suicidal thoughts. Antidepressants can increase these in children and young adults. Report fever, stiff muscles, or confusion, which may mean a life-threatening reaction, or uncontrollable muscle movements, which may be permanent. Restlessness and movement dysfunction are common signs.
No, I'm okay, baby. Let's get it. Bring your A game. I'm playing to win regardless, Duck. I'll kill my boys. Don't do that to yourself, bro. You're not ready for that. Oh. I'll give you a second to look through the roster, too, because you're going to need it.
This is the NFL on EA Sports as we welcome you to MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This is the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from MetLife Stadium. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Set, ready, 30 base. 53. I'm trying to collect. Slam, slam, slam.
The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
On 1st and 10, Jones. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The start less than ideal as they already face a 2nd and long. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, orbit. Get it.
From the gun, Jones.
Nope.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
It's a whole lot you got to deal with when you play with them Giants, bro.
3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said, 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the 1st down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Now Wentz.
Don't have to worry about no pass rush.
He's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson.
I got all day.
Down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. It's a gain of 16.
Look, this gonna get ugly, bro.
Right after the turnover.
You gotta be where your mic at.
And that means
Thought
it's
you
a
was a
sudden
great. I
change
thought you wanted to do
situation.
some
We used to
trash talk.
practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him all
Ladies and
balance.
gentlemen, you've been watching YouTube. You've been watching YouTube.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. A big pickup.
Heat
there
this for you,
Eagles.
big bro.
First down, 18 yards. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back to back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball.
Mistake,
Looks like they got the defense set back on their heels.
Mistake,
Let's see if they can keep this moving.
Come on. I should have threw it low.
End zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Oh, you kept Bill out there?
True. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, had his hands on it for a second. A little bit of tough catch, though. Falls incomplete.
Check.
Seen it.
Wentz will try again on second down. And he'll take
Jefferson!
it in the zone for an Eagles touchdown.
No, not Jefferson. Jeffries.
From 21 yards away, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Ooh. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Let's go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Give the tackle that time to Rodney McLeod.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Hey, Mike, 53, Mike. Switch, double. Go. Motion.
From the 22, Jones.
Nope.
And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Picked off by Malcolm.
You got to work hard to play with them boys, bruh.
To right around the 26-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you.
Touchdown,
you how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, there's 2
Touchdown.
interceptions for him in college. And
God.
Intercepted. Picked off by the veteran.
Good shit,
Buffet. And a
Good
big
shit.
turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Needed you to lob that. It's okay.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Throwing Jones. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on 3rd?
53, check 53.
Now Jones from the gun, he'll throw. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
6-6, pull it high. Hey, team 6, team 6. Snap.
They'll try and throw for it here. It's caught. Shepard. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down.
Go. 10-2 stop.
A first down carry for Barkley. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Nigel Bradham brings him down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Jones now off the bootleg. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Malcolm Jenkins, the strong safety, swoops in for the sack. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Ready.
53 is the mic.
Hey, Alpha.
53 is the mic. 53, check 53.
5.
Jones throwing on 3rd and long. And the pressure gets to him again. Brandon Graham providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. Oh, it's a wobbler here. The quick feet by Jackson. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over.
Here we go. Ready?
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Wentz now on 1st down. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Alec Ogletree. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. To throw is Wentz. That's caught by Jackson. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down.
Check. Cross.
They'll try to run for it with Howard. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. On first, they go right back to Howard. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And all the way down to the 5. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Here we go. 120.
They'll run with Sanders. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Elliott good with a PAT. And that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Hey, foxtrot. Get it.
Here's Jones on 1st and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. The toss out to Barkley. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0.
All day, just like that. Just like that.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. On the draw, this is Barkley, and they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And this is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision.
Tough playing with them boys, bro.
Doesn't pan out, and the Eagles
pull out
take over in great field position. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
You ready? Under 10, under 10, 10. Hey, Sunday. Mike 29. Check tight.
Wentz. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Alshon Jeffrey. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. He's having a nice little
It's tough playing with them boys, Duck.
And it's a first half that leaves us
go grab them Cowboys.
I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. Then he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Ready to break.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down.
Let's get it.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down?
Mike, 53. 53. Mike. Hey, watch the slant. Let's go.
A final shot before break. Jones. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just given him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29. 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Now Wentz. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the 3rd quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
Wiggles free. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds.
Oh, come on.
2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Mike, 55. Right there in the middle.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. That throws it. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Carson Wentz. And the Eagles able to push further out in front.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jannard Avery just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. To throw on 3rd down, Jones. And that is incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
They're going to try and throw. The tight end, Rhett Ellison, with it. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a giant first down on a gain of 16.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Evan Ingram was the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Here we go. Stick the oar. 53, Mike, 53. Hey, defense, let's go.
Now Jones. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. Move the chains. A gain of 7 on 3rd down.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
Here we go.
On first down, Barkley. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long.
Set, ready? 10 Lobo. Coming. Speed grip.
Now Jones operating from the gun. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
53, check 53. Here we go.
Jones now. From the gun, he'll throw. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block him.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Wentz on the give to Sanders. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for third down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing, because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the 4th quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. Barkley on 1st down, running into a wall as he's stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 45-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll go to Barkley again. And just shedding him off there. There he goes left side.
Congratulations, Doc.
Giants.
Congrats.
Saquon
You got on the
Barkley,
scoreboard, bro.
55 yards. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late.
Yeah, that's my boy.
You're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No.
I said in the chat, I said in the chat that I was going to do this for Heath, because Heath is a Philly fan. So I grabbed Philly and expecting Duck to go ahead and grab the Cowboys. One more.
And he'll make it
but he grabbed my Giants.
His guys will set up shop at the 23-yard
You have to be
line.
skilled to play with them boys. Current score 28-7. He just scored in the 4th quarter.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Push him back.
They start on the ground here at Sanders. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
On third down. They turn to Sanders. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Give him 6 yards in the first down.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 41-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Sanders. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
Let's go, Greg. 3-5-7. Let's go.
Wentz going to try and throw on 3rd. Going to look deep for Jeffrey. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Alshon Jeffrey, 59 yards. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more.
35-7.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards, as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
You know, it's become cliche, but we have seen it and observed it. When runners have days like what we're seeing right now, they often take their offensive linemen out for steaks afterwards, don't they? They don't go buy them dinner. But after a play like that, he might reduce him, might go to the corner and just grab a hot dog or two.
Hey, I mean, they've still been blocking for him well in this game. They don't get one mulligan up front.
Okay, so what we're saying then is we're going petite filet instead of porterhouse.
8 ounce. 8 ounce is good.
All right, just checking.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Come on, D. Showing it. Dude.
Again, it's Barkley. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he's finally down at the 21-yard line. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here.
Let's go, D.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. They were going
hard
for
work,
a consolation TD, but it was
real
not
hard
to
work,
be.
bro.
And time has run out now on this game. So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the one touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed. This type of performance you get. They can't fashion together any offense, no consistency, and they just took control.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we sign off from MetLife Stadium.
Thanks for watching.